Good morning, good morning, good morning. Once again, I want to thank you all for joining in to another Wednesday Words of Wisdom. I am Ike Haynes, School Board Selection to be Superintendent, and I am honored to serve each and every one of you all to live here in the JDCSD community. This morning, I have a couple of messages before I hand it over to an outstanding student. But number one, I thought last night about what I needed to do in order to make sure that every student in our district knows what the Jaguar Way is. What is the Jaguar Way? Every student, everybody that lives in our county should know what the Jaguar Way entails. It simply means, number one, that we have very positive attitudes, that we're inspirational, that the vibe we give off to everyone around us says we are all about being the very best that we can be. Number two, that we have high expectations for our performance. We have high expectations for our output. We know that we are the best, and we expect the best from all of our students. And we know that we're going to be held accountable to do a good job. So everybody is accountable to each other to do a good job. Well, actually not just a good job, but an outstanding, a job filled with excellence. That is what the Jaguar Way is. Positive attitudes, high expectations, and the fact that we're all in this to be held accountable to do a good job. The second thing that I want to point out this morning before I turn it over to Taliyah is this. Each student in our district, parents, if you're watching, and I know that there are some that have tuned in, your JAG was given a handbook with the code of conduct inside. I implore you, I beg of you, to read and spend time looking through the student handbook. This is what guides all of our decisions when it comes to the code of conduct. Our principals, our assistant principals will use this when they're making decisions relative to your JAG's behavior. And what I want to say to JAGs this morning is this. The sky is the limit to what you can accomplish. I don't want anyone to ever think that just because you live in Jeff Davis, little rural county, that you cannot be all that you want to be. As a school superintendent from Jeff Davis, I have ascended to travel all over the country. I have presented as a superintendent all over the country. I have been a nominee for State Superintendent of the Year. And I am from JDC and have been able to do some things. So that's just a small snippet of what I've been able to do. And I want you all to know that just like Micaiah, just like Nick, and just like Taliyah, that we have a whole bunch of kids in this district that can do anything that they want to do. But you must know that every choice you make, that there will be consequences to that decision that you made. Be willing and ready to live with the consequences of your choices and of your decisions. So that's enough of that. I got this talented young lady that wants to be a surgical tech behind me. I know her parents are watching, and I know you all are proud. So I'm gonna get ready to get out the way. So let's get ready. Let's count it off. Middle school JAGs. Middle school JAGs. Are you ready? Can't hear nothing. Can't hear nothing. Carver Elementary JAGs. Are you ready? You hear anything, Malcolm? I ain't hear anything. I ain't hear anything. High school JAGs. That's gonna whoop Collins. Sorry, homeboy. Homeboy, Mr. Booth, I love you, but we're gonna whoop you Friday. Are you ready, high school Jags? And last but not least, J.E. Johnson, across the creek. J.E. Johnson Jags, are you ready? Well, I'm your superintendent, and I'm ready on this Wednesday to hand this off to an excellent student. In just a few years, she's going to be a surgical tech, and I'm working on her. I'm trying to get her convinced that she can be a surgeon, not just the person who readies the instruments to hand to the surgeon so that he can make the necessary health decisions and surgical decisions to make you to help you. But I think she has it in her. I've talked to her, and Kevin and Latoya. I want you all to be proud of her. I am proud of her. She is going places. She is one of the best, one of the cream of the crop in JDCSD. And I could not be more proud of this young lady. In a few years, we're going to be talking about either her being a surgeon or a surgical tech. She's going to make that. She's going to make that call, and she's going to make a good call. And so I want all of our Jags to listen in because she has something to say. So without further ado, I'm going to move out the way and let you Jags hear from our Wednesday Wisdom Spotlight person, Jag Senior Taliyah Bass.
Good morning, Jefferson Davis County Schools. This is Taliyah Bass with a few words of wisdom. How many have you heard of Marva Collins? She's an extraordinary African-American woman who's known throughout the world for transforming the lives of her students. She's been praised on the television show 60 Minutes. Her life story was dramatized for television. Marva Collins tells her students, how you dress reflects on the way you do everything. Mrs. Collins is talking about looking your best in order to feel your best. That's what dress codes are all about. Take a look. Are you dressed for success? With something to think about, this is Taliyah Bass. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.